Today on Get Set Builds, let's manually build steering for a car. In order to get this working, we'll first need to connect the seat to a seat control splitter. The seat control splitter will send a signal, either positive or negative, when you press A or D. We need to turn this into a signal that tells our bearings how far to spin in 360 degrees. In order to do this, we'll need to use a multiplier block. The intuitive way to use a multiplier block is to use a constant block, which will have a preset number in it, which will then be connected and multiplied in our multiplier block. So we would have our steering input multiplied by our constant. However, in order to save space on our car, we're going to remove this because our multiplier block actually has a built-in number, which we can see here. And we're going to set that to 22.5. Our multiplier block is then connected into each of our servos. Now, when I get in the car, I should be able to control the servos by pressing A and D. However, there's a problem. When I hit A, the car is turning to the right. And when I hit D, the car is turning to the left. This isn't what we want. In order to invert these controls, we could disassemble the car and turn around our servos. However, that's a lot of work, and there's a much easier way to do it. Pull out our applicator tool, go into our multiplier, and then we'll change our setting to a negative number. This will multiply any negative numbers by negative 22 and any positive numbers by negative 22. Now when we press A on the left, the car will turn left. And when we press D on the right, the car will turn right. Why would we want to build steering like this? Well, one reason is if we wanted to build one of these video game style Ackerman steering linkages. However, this is purely cosmetic, as Brickadia already has this functionality built into the steering joints. If, however, you would like to build something like this, you'll need to build a closed loop of physics objects. The key to doing this is by using your manipulator tool. When you pick up an object and hover it over a bearing, you'll see a white outline. When you have a white outline and release, it will lock the objects together. Doing this, you can create a closed loop of physics objects. There is a more likely reason you might want to manually build a steering system. Let's go take a look at that. This car does not steer in the traditional way. It pivots using a single servo in the center. You can build a car like this using the same steps from the beginning of the video. See you next time on Get Set Builds.